this crowd. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the ground, it's Cox. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period. See who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. From the 30-yard line on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You want to play zone? You don't want to bring pressure? That's fine. If I'm a wide receiver, it's my job to find those holes. I sit down in it. Nice curl route, nice throw, nice catch.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Fires to the middle, working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
On the move. Plows through the defense. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Throws to the back. Hits the open man. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking to throw again. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Why not trying to get it in? That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They want that clock to run. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with it.
Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Leaves it with the running back. explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. Can White cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Penn State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision.
Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Makes the catch. It's Barres. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Catch in the middle. It's Barres.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. Got it in the middle, it's Denmark. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They'll leave it with him. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run it. It's Lewis. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the sneak for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical.
Breaks into the open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Got it behind the line. It's Flores. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Cox. And he strides his way into the end zone. the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted. We'll view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Pocket breaking down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. There he goes!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gilliam. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the lone back. Just ran him over. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Cox. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. On the move at the 30. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. To the ground with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finding open areas. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Worked his way to the 38 before they stop him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the... Make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win?
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good... take the handoff. It's Cox. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to sneak it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll...
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
He's in open space downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Just keep swinging it. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the lone running back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He is torching the defense of Nittany Lions, imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kajana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get some?
PAT unit on the field. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Cox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you.